Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca of the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center on this damp, kind of dreary Thursday evening. We're still holding on to fog, mist, and drizzle. Eventually, some heavier rain later tonight. We're thinking well after midnight and towards daybreak on Friday. In the meantime, you see the poor visibility in places like Newport, dreary, fog, mist, and drizzle. So this continues at least for the first half of the night before we bring in some steadier rain after midnight. The good news of all this, notice the temperatures were well above freezing, even northern suburbs. Smithfield's at 37, so ice and snow not a concern here. These temperatures as of 7:30 this evening, and it will pretty much stay in this general range throughout most of the evening hours and into the overnight. So this rain will spill over into Friday, but only half of it, the first half. So the morning commute looks wet, but we should see some clearing by Friday afternoon and especially Friday evening. This sets the stage for a much colder weekend. As far as the next chance of any wintry precipitation, snow, sleet, we're leaning towards Tuesday of next week. So we'll watch that time frame closely. In the meantime, we don't really see any widespread frozen precipitation, snow, or ice for the next several days. In fact, the weekend looks dry. But here's the precipitation that we're tracking, or at least some of the heavier rain. Really two systems. The first one coming through last night and this morning is now, it's pulling offshore. It's this area of low pressure right in here off the coastline. It's bringing still some fog and mist and drizzle to our area, but notice the steadier and heavier rain with this next area of low pressure across the Great Lakes. This is moving essentially north and east and headed our way during the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. It's pretty progressive. It's a fast mover, so it's out of here by Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And what it's doing is it's separating two distinct air masses. Notice the milder air to our south. We briefly get into this for Friday. We'll hit 50-55 on Friday. And then look at the reality check back here. Colder weather will spill in Friday night and especially over the weekend. It's not record-breaking or extreme, but it is sharply colder. Especially on Saturday, since Saturday we'll have a little bit of a wind chill. We'll get in real close. We'll walk you through it hour by hour starting off this evening. And temperatures with the low clouds, the fog, and the drizzle holding in the upper 30s. Now watch what happens much later tonight and towards daybreak. This is 4 a.m. We start to see some slightly heavier showers. And notice the coverage and the intensity picking up during the morning commute tomorrow. This is 6 a.m. Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning, upper 30s to around 40 with the widespread rain. And then here comes the clearing. By around mid-afternoon, sunshine developing, the wind picking up, and the temperature dropping. So we hit 50, 55 degrees briefly by noontime, only to see the temperatures drop by later in the day, especially Friday night. By 11 o'clock Friday night, we're down at the upper 20s and getting even colder. So for the evening, the rest of the evening, just pretty much more of the same. Low clouds, fog, and drizzle. Temperatures holding in the upper 30s. Tomorrow morning, rain is likely, and it looks milder in the sense that we'll be above freezing, starting off at around 40, rising briefly to about 50, 55, and then drying out in the afternoon with a gradual clearing. And we're looking at temperatures that'll be falling down into the... My mother's... What, you see? My mom's calling. All right, hold on, Ma. I'm doing the weather here. So temperatures gradually drop into the upper 40s by 6 o'clock in the evening. So your Friday night, it looks dry and clear, and sets the stage for a pretty chilly weekend as well, both Saturday on into Sunday. So that's the latest. I'll have another update tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock on Eyewitness News, with more weather and the latest on that potential storm by Tuesday of next week. So I'm going to go and answer that phone because Mom is calling.